everybody, how you all doing? Peter Carvell here from sixpackfactory.com, and today I'm going to show you a really effective core and abs workout. This exercise I'm going to show you today sort of comes from the MMA workout and exercise scene, and the exact martial arts sort of group where this comes from is actually Thai boxing, and you'll see the movements we do is very Thai boxing like. Before I show you this workout and this exercises, I'm going to show you two things that I want you to do before we get to the three exercises I'm going to show you that will make the exercises harder, a lot more effective, and will help you build a strong core much faster. Now, the first thing I want to show you is a little bit of a DIY home fitness equipment I want you to make, and all you're going to use is normal exercise band. But what you're going to do is, on the one side, you're going to make a little loop, and you just make a little knot, make a loop, and you're going to put your one foot through that. And on the other side, you do the exact same, and this is going to go one around each ankle while you do the exercises. I will show you in a second how to use it, but just try and get one of these before we get going. If you don't have it, not a problem at all. The second thing I want to talk about is an exercise in itself that we are going to combine with each one of these exercises, and that exercise is called vacuums. Now, if you never heard of vacuums, it really is basically what you do is you exhale all the air in your abdominal area, and then what happens is that because you exhale that air, the difference in pressure actually makes your abdominal wall, your abs, contract. Now, if you contract it on top of the difference in pressure in your abdominal cavity and your abs, it really gives you a very strong contraction. So in simple terms, what you do is you blow out all the air. And if you just do that right now, let's quickly go. Continue. If you just have done that right now, you'll feel there's already a very strong contraction. Now, what you do when you do vacuums is you do that and you contract your abs at the exact same time to really get an intense contraction in your abs and really stimulate it. So let me give you an example. So let's go. Contract your abs and then squeeze it. Breathe in again, and then you can go again. Now, what we are going to do is not vacuums, but you're going to use that same technique every time you do a crunch or you do the exercise on each side of your abdominal wall for one rep. And that's really going to help make the exercise a lot harder and a lot more effective. Let's now start by looking at the first exercise. So the first exercise is called elbow to knee, and I'm first going to show you how to do the exercise without this little DIY piece of home fitness equipment we made, and then I'm going to show you how to add it to make the exercise a lot better. So first I'm just going to put this down, and now to give you the exercise, knees nice and bent, up straight, and then put your hands behind your back or behind your head, and then all you're going to do is you're going to come up and crunch. Okay, crunch and back, crunch and back. And you're not going to the side here, you're bringing it forward. So from here, crunch and back, okay? But you want to do the vacuums. So what we're going to do is, one rep is crunch it and back. That's one rep. You're going to do 20 of each. Now, to make this harder, what you do is you start by adding this around your ankle. So all you do is just around your shoe, okay, one side, and then put the other one on the other side, and you can already see what's going to happen now. We're going to have resistance from the bottom as you bring it up. So start there again, you still continue with the vacuums, and then you go and down and down. And you can see that movement very tight boxing like, and that basically one side 20 is the exercise. So the one side 20, relax. Then you do the other side 20. Then you move on to the second exercise. Let's have a look at that one. Second exercise is called Thai plank. I'll show you how to use this now, but for now let's just put it there. So you go into a plank position. Get here, lift yourself up, and this is where you're going to be starting from. Okay, and from here you go to the side, bring your elbow to your knee, crunch it, breathe out again like vacuums, and back down. That's one rep, okay? 20 on the one side, 20 on the other side. So let's do a few just so you know what to do. Bring it up and back down. Breathe it all out, crunch it and back down, okay? Now, making it harder, exactly the same thing again. Stick this around your ankles on both sides. And once again, you're going to get resistance pulling from below, making the crunch a lot harder. So let's get back up there. And now, same thing again. Instantly, it's about 3 or 4 times harder. And relax. Good, simple as that. Let's move on to the third exercise. The third exercise is called the Thai crucifix. Now, we're going to use this again in a second, but I also like to use a dumbbell because the movement or exercise position we're going to be in is here, okay? Now, you can do this just on your hand, but I like to use a dumbbell like this because it just saves my wrist a bit. You can also use those push-up bars, but those things, if you don't get them for free, I don't always feel it's worth buying because I can only do one thing, and that's basically push-ups. So, just a dumbbell like this. As you can see, my hand goes in there, so it's nice and protected, gives me a great grip, and it's really going to help me with this exercise. So let's get into the starting position, which is basically in a crucifix position. You are here, simple as that, okay? And then what we're going to do is again, breathe out. Nice and simple. Nice and relaxing, don't push too hard. Breathe out, do the vacuum, so you go. That's 1 rep. You're going to do 20 on one side, 20 on the other side. So once again, to make it harder, same thing, stick this into the bottom, around your ankles, and then you do exactly the same movement. So get into that thing again. We're here, and then you go, and relax. And this side plank is really working your core from both sides. So working your core on this side and then pushing your abs on this side. Breathe out. And that's 1 rep. 20 reps on the one side, 20 reps on the other side. Then you can take a minute break and repeat the first, second and third exercise again. So there you go. As you see, some pretty cool exercises. Some you might have seen, some you might have never seen before, and this is really going to help you build a strong core. So how should you use exercise to build yourself a good core workout? Well, what I will do is take the first exercise, do 20 reps on the one side, 20 reps on the other side, then take a 30-second break, move on to the second exercise, 20 reps, 30-second break, third exercise, 20 reps, and then take a minute break and repeat it 2 to 3 times. Now, this workout is very similar to the gorilla swing workout I showed you guys a few months ago, which is also MMA based, and this one is as effective. And if you use the vacuums combined with the exercise band, like I've showed you in the exercises, this is going to build you a strong core like nothing else. So enjoy it, make sure you do this, and remember, a strong core is as important as having six-pack abs. There's no point in having something that visually looks good but functionally is pretty bad and you can't even pick up a box. So enjoy this one. Until next time, bye bye.